maybe, they have batteries, and there's no way to open them to change the battery. So when the battery goes completely dead, that's the end of it.
Or it's just super expensive.
Yeah.
You might as well get a new one before you replace the battery.
Sure.
Yeah. They used to make things like that.
They did.
Hello. This is the 278th Test from the Future, an experimental podcast from the year 2226, which we are sending from our present to yours. My name is Dirk.
And my name is Simon.
And we're putting the past in podcast. The whole ship is in a bit of an excited mood, I would say. Mm-hmm. We'll get to that why. Mm-hmm. It's not because graffiti was found on the outside of the ship.
No, I mean, exactly. Graffiti is interesting, but it's not the thing that gets everyone super excited. All over the outside of the ship, the number 19.
Yes.
Which presumably, because it's our 19th week, lost out here in space.
That could be it.
Sure, but who did it?
Nobody knows.
Don't know yet.
No, it's it's not so hard because we can leave the spaceship in our suits or our pods if we want.
Yeah.
But
not hard to do, but then...
But it's still effort. Yeah. And of course, because all the cabins are on the outside, you need to be a little bit careful. They haven't found whoever did it.
No.
Some people are blaming the goose.
And that seems a bit of a stretch because it's easy enough for us people to get out there. There isn't a spacesuit for the goose. So how do they get out there?
Maybe they instigated it.
Okay. Is the goose maybe the ringleader?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's a ghost writer.
It's not impossible.
String puller. Yeah.
Puppet master.
I have to say, graffiti can look bad.
Mm-hmm.
This one
can do, but
it's nice.
Yeah. It's like it's the number 19, but in all different. So sometimes words, sometimes numbers, sometimes Roman numerals, but also like lots of different styles.
Yeah.
There's some creativity there. Sometimes it's not the number, but like 19 things, depicted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
There was to the point of why the goose is suspected. 19 golden eggs.
True.
From the goose,
And sometimes as a calculation and so on. So it was quite creative and always using these kind of like neon colors with a bit of shade behind it. So the odd cabin that can no longer look outside.
When its window was obscured, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not so nice.
No. So that they plan to get it off, but for the moment, looks nice.
Well, I've gone out and taken some photos, sure, they'll clean it off at some point, but I have some really nice photos of the ship.
Yeah. There's also actually news for our listeners to our episode last week. We are allowed to leave the cabin and the ship again.
Indeed. Everything's cool again.
Air mixture got sorted.
Yep. Things don't taste like banana all the time anymore.
No, I'm missing it.
But you can still eat bananas.
True, actually. So the whole ship is a little excited at the moment.
Right, not because of the graffiti.
But?
Because the black monoliths that we talked about a couple of weeks ago, they've started emitting a signal.
Yes, the signal.
One you can hear with your own ear, which is pretty cool. You're standing next to it, you can literally just hear it.
Yeah.
But then also it's being broadcast on all kinds of radio frequencies.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really hard to miss, basically.
Yeah.
And took a short time to decode the message.
Right, that was the first question, of course.
Yeah, it's not in a language that we knew, but it also was not in a language that was really hard to decode. Right. And they all emit the same message. And what's the message?
It's a really short sentence, just 5 words. The tiki bar is open.
Yes.
Which, is a sentence.
Yeah.
Still seems kind of strange.
We don't know which tiki bar they are referring to.
No.
It's not a conversational message.
No,
we can't answer. Exactly. So, and we don't seem to be who the black monoliths are addressing.
No, right. To your point, like you say, it was in a language we didn't know. That's the first sign it wasn't for us.
And the second sign was that we have no idea what they're talking about.
Exactly. So it didn't include like an address for the tiki bar.
No. Either they didn't get a proper briefing or we didn't get a proper briefing. But there must be something being lost in translation still here. a message that says the tiki bar is open is still a little bit more nicer than here they are, attack or something like that.
Sure, a bunch of coordinates and
Yeah, exactly. So it still sounds like a very friendly message anyway. But we have no idea why they suddenly started emitting this.
Right. Like, was it an internal timer, like an alarm clock, basically?
Yeah.
Was it that we collected last week? I think we mentioned we had 46 of them, and now we've got 64. Was it somehow bringing 64 of them together?
Some sort of
some threshold beyond which they start transmitting this signal.
Maybe they're like programmed if there's enough of them in close quarter, or
maybe they need to be in close quarters in order to amplify each other's signal.
Maybe that's like a security measure or something like that. Or maybe that's, that could be it. Or we're getting closer to somewhere where, like, if they get closer to this point in the universe.
Maybe we're getting closer to the tiki bar. Would make sense. Why it's telling us that it's open. Maybe we're on course to basically get there pretty soon.
Or the tiki bar just opened.
Right, and that's why they've started announcing it's like a push notification.
Yes, they are advertisement placed
leaflets.
Across the galaxy for everybody to realize if if we open, everybody. So if you're just cruising through on your spaceship, you're passing a monolith that says the tiki bar is open, you go like, oh right, they're open.
It's a good reminder. Yeah, like maybe you heard last year that one was going to open, but you weren't thinking of it.
I mean, these are all. I'm looking at all of this from the positive side because, as far as alien races are concerned, we have the Illuminati and the Parsians and us, and then ignoring the Bolis and the materialistics that don't have space travel. That's it.
Right.
So, and these are definitely not from the two other alien races that we know that do space travel.
Right.
So there could be some other.
Yeah, some other alien that we don't yet know about.
I mean, if there's advertising out here, there may just be many. And they all like tiki bars.
Or either they already like them, or this is like the first one to open. That's why they've maybe gone to the effort of putting all these black monoliths everywhere to advertise.
Yes, true, actually. And also, we've been seeing these now for a long time. Maybe it's just pretty desperate advertising. Maybe there's just like a single alien somewhere with a tiki bar that's just has been looking for customers for centuries.
I was going to say, maybe they had to refurbish, and it took way longer than expected. How we're saying we found some monoliths like all grown over by plants, So it took way longer than expected. Okay, they're finally ready to go. Yeah, they really want to get the word out.
Yeah, I can imagine that, yeah. And also, I can imagine if you're an alien with a tiki bar and you've never met other aliens.
You've been working on your bar.
Yeah, exactly. Other priorities.
Yeah.
You don't even know if they are. A really good way of A, finding out, and B, getting them to your tiki bar is to advertise across the universe. If there are aliens anywhere. Maybe by now there are black monoliths on Earth. And they've just been distributed everywhere. Maybe they are now in Planet Crumble or the Mystic Mountain.
Right, the places we've already been to.
Yeah, exactly. And the day we started finding them is the day they got distributed.
That would be good timing for us.
And we've been collecting advertisements. A whole ship full of advertisements.
Makes it seem a little bit less special. On one hand, like if it's just advertisements, but on the other hand, they are really interesting advertisements. At least I've never seen anything like them before.
True. Also, maybe they're not advertisements.
Right. That's just one possible idea.
Wow.
Because the other thing, which seemed unrelated, but maybe now we're somehow tying it together, so at the moment we're in orbit around a planet.
Yep.
Upon which there was like a dumping ground, I guess you'd call it. Found with a few hundred monoliths.
True.
Just all found, we've been finding them so far, we've been finding like one at a time.
Yeah.
But here was just a whole bunch of them all dumped together and to the point laying down all haphazard, like standing up, like the ones we've found so far.
Just piles of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they don't seem to be emitting anything.
Exactly. The ones we picked up so far, those 64, totally saying the tiki bar is open. All these ones, I mean, they look identical. It's not like they look disheveled or damaged in any way, anything like that. But they're silent.
Maybe they're broken anyway.
Maybe the battery is empty.
True.
Like, from the outside they look identical, but maybe inside the battery is dead.
Or maybe there's spares, maybe there's just some sort of button that you need to push, and then you can plant them on an asteroid or a planet, and then they will start emitting. But from the look of it, if they're spares, then they're just really stored.
Not in an organized manner.
No, it really looks like they were dumped there.
That's why I was thinking the discarded ones, like either used or empty or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe, they have batteries, and there's no way to open them to change the battery. So when the battery goes completely dead, that's the end of it.
Or it's just super expensive.
Yeah.
You might as well get a new one before you replace the battery.
Sure.
Yeah. They used to make things like that.
They did. And these, at least some of these do seem really old. So it could be that they're using similar battery technology.
But it's the weird thing is, like, this planet seems like a dumping ground, but
I mean, not the whole planet, yeah.
No,
but this part that we found.
Exactly. But there's no other signs of anything.
Right.
I mean, the planet looks really cool.
Nice mountain ranges.
Yeah, really, really, really steep, super steep, sharp mountains. But then with these valleys in between, where we found some of these piles, but they don't seem inhabited or have any other kinds of sign that anybody has ever been here.
Right. Even the dumping ground for the monoliths, I guess they were dumped from space, or like from something flying over. Yeah. There aren't like tracks leading up to it or any infrastructure around for disposing of them or anything like that. So don't seem to have been made locally, or just seem to have been dropped here.
Yeah, or you reckon this is how they grow?
They grow out of the ground?
Yeah, in piles. And then this is where they are collected and then planted somewhere?
They're collected here and then positioned elsewhere. I mean, these really look like dumps, Like if they were growing, you could imagine it being in some kind of formation.
And also smaller ones and bigger ones or something.
Right, growing up,
Or maybe like coming out of something.
Mm-hmm. Right, maybe they grow, they grow like fruit on a tree and fall off to the ground.
True.
Hey, which would explain, maybe if the tree's gone. So again, assuming they grow on trees like fruit. Okay, so these ones have fallen down. They're impervious to time, but whatever tree they've fallen off has long ago turned to dust.
Could be.
That would require some more maybe archaeology to look what's going on down there.
And also, I think we've seen enough of the universe now to basically never ever say that's not possible. Mm-hmm. So, could be possible.
Mm-hmm. But it is, there's no evidence of a tree, so it's really something just made up.
I'm going with the scenario also because it makes everything more exciting, that we're now nearing an area of the universe where maybe there's inhabitants somewhere around here. Maybe not in this galaxy, but in a nearby galaxy.
Yeah.
And they've planted all of this.
Yes.
And this is their dumping ground, and they have a tiki bar, and we're heading in the right direction.
So we've got a good time ahead of us.
I would say so. I'm even now at a point where if at one point we stop seeing these monoliths or they stop emitting the signal, we turn back and we try a different direction. Because now I want to see this tiki bar.
Yeah. Exactly. We want to make our way to it. Just don't want to miss it by accident,
Just imagine we actually get to a tiki bar. I'm still...
I've never been to one.
Wow.
I know the name, I know the concept, but I've never actually been to a tiki bar, so...
Oh, this is your chance.
This is.
I hope so anyway. Oh man, we're going to be so disappointed when we find out this is just a secret signal of a stationary planet. Or
Right, like it's a sentence that sounds like it means something, but really it's just to obscure some other message.
Some other message, yeah. And then maybe there's not even an alien race, and there's definitely not a tiki bar. We get to a place and it's boring.
That would be, what's that thing? False advertising.
Or we get to the place and it just closed.
Oh, right.
Opens again next century.
Right. Maybe it takes that long to tidy up after, whatever. It's open for the night.
We're refurbishing again. Yeah. Oh, no. Last time
you refurbish for a few centuries, you get really good at it. Maybe you enjoy it. You want to do that more than running a bar.
Also makes it super exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
That's super good marketing. Makes something just limited.
Right, scarcity.
We've been refurbishing for 2 centuries. We're going to be open for one night.
It's not mentioned that in the message we heard, but
true, actually.
But maybe everyone in the know knows that already. They don't need to say it.
Yeah, exactly. They will understand. Okay, well, I wish we could say more, but this is basically as far as we got.
Yeah. Hopefully by next week we've found that tiki bar, but I'll update our listeners next week.
That's going to be cool. All right, so there was also a listener email.
Yeah, which really, talking of advertising, really feels a bit like advertising. You sure we want to read this message?
I mean,
we can do. It's from a listener.
Yeah,
Legit.
yeah. Let's do it.
Ukulele Yusuf .com asked, "Hey guys, in case you want to learn the ukulele, you'll get your first lesson for free at ukuleleyusuf.com with the discount code TEST26. Cheers, Yusuf."
Does sound like advertising.
Really does. I've never come across anyone else who has .com at the end of their name.
But it also sounds nice.
It does.
It says hey and cheers.
Indeed, and there's a free lesson.
Free lesson.
The first one, anyway.
Free ukulele lesson.
Not sure why you need to use a discount code if it's free, but okay.
True, actually.
And Test 26, hey, that's like a test from the future, from the year 2026. So it's almost like it somehow refers to to us.
Ooh.
Maybe it's unique for us in some way.
Oh.
I mean, not us, me and you, but our listeners.
You think, okay. So it means it's not just to us, the message.
I mean, I don't think he's saying we can do the lessons, because this is an email from someone 200 years ago. Yusuf, is writing from the past.
True, actually, yeah,
so you and I can't take part in these lessons.
But maybe the listeners can.
Maybe. Cool. If they go to ukuleleyusuf.com.
Yes. Okay, well, lots of mysterious advertising this week. How did Yusuf email us?
By writing to michaellasagna5@gmail.com and putting a number in the subject line. But we want our listeners to put a different number. We want them to put in the number of this episode.
Yes.
Which is 278.
Mm-hmm.
So, please write to michaellasagna5@gmail.com with the number 278 in the subject line, and that way we will know about your discount codes and free lessons too.
Yes, and all kinds of other mysterious advertising. All right. For now, thanks for listening, and see you in 200 years.
Bye-bye.